Welcome back to the Week 8 post-com for the MDL. I've had a busy week, but happy Pokemon Day. I know that's going to be happening. So anyway, I'm busy this week. I couldn't do a team preview, but to make it short, Arrow has Wide Dart, protect against Moltres, Taunt for preventing setup, Dual Wing Beat for Urshifu, Cortana is AV for Moltres Spam, Nidoking is Scarf to outspeed Jolteon, Klefki has Light Screen and Lagging Tail just be a nuisance. Incineroar has Roar, which I wanted to use to counter the max on the Moltres. That was my main max counter. Brick Break coverage, and I didn't think I had the survivability to have any Parting Shot or U-turn. And Latias, I had outspeeding Comfey, just some standard coverage with it's called Dragon Pulse, Psychic, and Aura Sphere. Now that's out of the way, I see this team's pretty standard, and I'm wanting to run Arrow and Ensign just to get the Intimidate off and to really try shutting down anything potentially with the Moltres and wanting to get that Roar off immediately. Because I know that's just going to be what I need to do, right? The game starts. And we see the Moltres and the Comfey coming out. Now Moltres and Comfey, I know, it's typically Draining Kiss into the Moltres, get the weakness policy up, and also like Nasty Plot at the same time, or max and just do something, right? That's what I'm expecting. So I'm trying to figure out what do I do here to shut this down. So I'm thinking I'm taunting into the Comfey, I'm just gonna roar out the Moltres. And whatever, if it Dynamax is great, I'm gonna get rid of it. And just prevent it from Dynamaxing in the future, I'm gonna get rid of its Sap Bust, I'm gonna get rid of the Weakness Policy boost. It's gonna be great. So I see the Dynamax, I'm thinking that I'm doing really well here. I don't think there's much to say until this turn plays out. But we see the Helping Hand come off, so we do not know if Moltres is weakness policy or not, but I don't want to proc it, so I'm going to be playing around that in the future. Comfey falls for the taunt, Airstream comes out, and does not kill the Aerodactyl, which is an important note for me. And finally I go for the Roar, and it fails to use a Dynamax. And this is an interaction I did not know about going into this game. So that really puts a wrench in my plans, and honestly, I would rework my entire team if I knew that that wouldn't work. So now at this point, I'm lost as all hell, trying to figure out what I can do. So I'm thinking I'm going to Dual Wing Beat into something, just to get some damage off, because I know I'm going to die this turn. So I go for Moltres, just get some chip. And now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with Ensign. I think I want to switch it out into something, but I don't know what. I decided Wing Beat into Moltres, and I try to switch out into Nidoking. And it all glitches out, because I ran out of time. And I don't get it off. So that's a wasted turn, and it puts me in a horrible position. Because Arrow's down, Ensign's in when I don't want it to be in, when I want the Nidoking to be in. Where I could have totally just switched an Incineroar on the Arrow kill, and it would have been a much better situation. So now I have to deal with that. So I go into Klefki thinking I can wear down this Urshifu, I can switcheroo off onto it, and I can switch out the Incineroar because I know I'm not going to be doing much And I don't know, I don't think it's gonna be worth it to have Incineroar in here. But honestly, I was wrong to switch this out. I should have at least gone for something just to get some good chip off. You know? So I switcheroo out the Urshifu. It gets Lacking Tail, so it's moving last. I see it as Focus Sash, which I thought was important. Anyway, Klefki gets some chip off onto it. Urshifu does get a speed boost, but it really doesn't matter. It's Lacking Tail. And Surging Strikes comes out and kills the Nidoking. That's why I shouldn't have switched out Incineroar there. I would have had a lot better situation with my Nidoking to shut down anything that was in the back. And honestly, I was playing 3v4 at that point. So Incineroar comes back in, and it gets the Intimidate off on the Urshifu. And now I'm thinking, okay, I need to do something, because I'm not running a attack-based Incineroar this week. I'm running a very bulky and defensive Incineroar. But I do know I need to max now, because I completely wasted that. So I get the light screen off, and I try to max Knuckle, I believe, into Urshifu here. Because I just want to get some chip off. As much chip off as possible. And I think, after this, I think they're running a defensive set, but really it's not defensive in the slightest. Looking at the team pace. So the Moltres goes for Protect, which was a waste of Protect. Good thing on my part. Light Screen does come out, meaning that anything that Moltres does is going to be a little bit less effective. And the Knuckle comes out to Urshifu. And I see that does not do much, but I am thinking that maybe if I can get another Knuckle off, it will do a bit more. And so we get the Surging Strikes coming in, and it doesn't kill, or it doesn't do half, which is great for me. I should have written down how much it did at this point, but I didn't. But now I'm thinking, how do I best deal with this? I know I want to save my Dazzling Gleam for the same turn that I attack Moltres with a Max Flare. But I decide I don't want to do that just yet. I want to make sure I get a little bit more chip off, and I want to raise my attack a bit more before I attack into the Moltres, because I want to secure that kill before the weakness policy gets procced. So Hurricane comes out, and it gets a Confusion. And that sucks for me, because it really risks my entire Incineroar plan going down the drain. So Incineroar hits itself in Confusion, so I don't get the attack buff, and I get chip. That would have been really important for me to not get the chip off. So Incineroar gets low. Very low. And honestly, had that not happened, I would have, what's it called, Dazzling Gleamed into the Protect. Or the Max Guard. Because I know they're going to try focusing down the Incineroar at that point. But really, I know Incineroar is going down, so I just want to get as much chip as possible off. Because honestly, it's a 1v2. So anyway, Hurricane comes out, kills Incin. I expect it. And the Dazzling Gleam comes off. And I believe it gets the kill onto Urshifu here. But I do confirm that the Moltres has the weakness policy for next round. Which is good for me to know. And especially good that I didn't proc it to this point. However, everything else around this really didn't make it help much. So overall, I know Clutchy's going down, so just to recap what happened in this game. Turns 1 through 3 were horrendous, just purely because stuff was just not working out for me. Roar didn't work on the D-Max, I didn't get my move off in time, it was overall horrible positioning, and I suffered for that, for not making my decisions on time. So Magmore gets the kill off here with the Burning Jealousy. I see this, I know. Just Fiery Wrath, Burning Jealousy. And that gets me at the idea that I need to have Arrow on this next team here. So going into the next round, I'm thinking I want Kartana in for dealing with the Comfey early, Aerodactyl in for keeping the wide guards up, Latias in because I want to deal with that Urshifu better, and I'm thinking I want to get Nidoking in just purely because just in case Jolteon comes out, I want to have something for that. And your Scarf is going to outspeed, it's going to kill this Jolteon. So I really would have liked to have a Klefki or the Ensign in here, especially the Ensign, or maybe roaring out some big buffs post Dynamax, or even Klefki for getting that light screen off and just dealing with the other threats that aren't named Moltres, you know. Anyway, same lead as last time. I'm thinking, cool. I have this. I really don't want to risk leaving Comfey out to live. I mean, Max Steel Spike into Comfey. And I don't know what to do here. It's not a great position for Aerodactyl. I would Wide Guard, however, I'm pretty sure they're just gonna max anyway. I would Taunt, but the Comfey's, I think it's gonna die. So I made a poor decision and I switched out into Nidoking. What I should have done is I should have kept Aerodactyl in because of the Unnerve boost. Not only the Unnerve boost, but I would have gotten some extra chip off onto Comfey if I attacked into it, or maybe some extra chip off into the Moltres, just for later in the game. So, bad idea by my part. Now we see Kartana maxes. I believe it's the first thing to move. Oh no, I also see that Moltres maxes here. Alright, so after the duck is out, I see the helping hand comes out. So, okay. And the Berry. Shoot. I should have had Aerodactyl in to get the Unnerve off, and Comfey would have died there. And then, of course, Chip would have went out into the Moltres afterward, and it wouldn't have been Rock-type Chip, so it wouldn't have been a weakness policy boost. But now I see Kartana's here, and it gets two-shot by Helping Hand. And I kind of forget this when I go for this next move. I'm thinking, I see Max Flutterby will lower special attack, so I want to get something off onto the Moltres here. But also I want to make sure Comfey dies. So I double into Comfey. What I really should have done is switched out the Kartana, because I know there's going to be a Max Flying going straight into it. So yeah, the Airstream comes out, kills the Kartana. More speed boost, you know. But it does allow Nidoking to pick up the KO against the Comfey. And now I'm in a bad position because my Dynamax is wasted. And I have Nidoking out locked into Sledge Bomb. which doesn't do much against anything else. So I don't know what I bring in here. But if I bring in Aerodactyl, yeah. Bring in Aerodactyl, I'm thinking that I can reset this Scarf. Do I say that? Or do I think I want to reset the Scarf. I don't think I want to do it this turn. First off, I want to get rid of this Urshifu. That's it. So I double Wing Beat and what is it? I Wing Beat and Sludge Bomb into Urshifu. Just so I can get that out of the way, dealt with, you know. So Max Darkness comes out. Into the arrow, does not kill. I had Sash anyway, so didn't really matter. Sludge Bomb comes out, does a huge amount to the Urshifu. And Wing Beat finally takes the KO. And now I'm thinking, okay, Dynamax is done. And Urshifu is locked into a move that isn't going to get much done here. Not anymore. Magmortar comes out, and that also puts Nidoking into a bad spot when it comes to locking moves. So what I'm thinking here is Burning Jealousy plus Fiery Wrath, Wide Guard, perfect switch into Latios, right? Easy. So Latios comes out, and what do I see? Wide Guard is up. Fiery Wrath. It's easy. And then Burning Jealousy. Boom. So what do I do here? I believe what I do is I go for a Wide Guard and another switch. But what I should have done is I Wide Guard and I get maybe, what's my Pokemon in the back? I do not remember my Pokemon in the back. I need a king. That's right. So I probably should have gone and attacked with the Magmortar. So, poor play on my part. I should have Wide Guarded and attacked into the Magmortar just to get it out of the way, you know? Probably could have, I probably actually could have Sludge Bombed there. It's the most neutral damage. I should have Sludge Bombed there, truth be told. Wait, no. What am I saying? I'm saying Nidoking out here. I should have, I probably should have Psychicked into that. Into the Magmortar. And then Arrow wouldn't have died actually, because nothing got damaged. The Arrow would die this turn, leaving a 2v2 here. I believe I choose to go Ice Beam, which is a bad play, because weakness policies are now off. I should have gone for the Sludge Bomb onto the Magmortar here, because Burning Jealousy now comes out. Just huge amounts of damage to the Nidoking because it's a crit. Stupid crits, you know. Now Latios is out. And of course, had I made a better decision, Magmortar would be low, Moltres would be full health. I'd protect onto the Latios, get the kill off in a Magmortar. Moltres would still be around. And bada bing, bada boom, I could have won that. So anyway, Fiery Wrath comes off, +2, kills. What can I do? Misplayed a ton. Had a lot of unfortunate misunderstandings. But anyway, that's the game. Peace.